Former VP Pence blames boss for Hamas horror. Trump issues very grave warning of World War II. Mike Pence made it clear how he feels about the United States being engaged in the endless wars his former boss sought to keep the U.S. out of, following the terror attacks carried out by Hamas in which more than 1,000 Israelis have been killed. The former vice president slammed Donald Trump as an isolationist who helped lead the American retreat on the world stage. During a campaign stop in Iowa, Pence faulted voices of appeasement like Donald Trump, Vivek Ramaswamy and Ron DeSantis that I believe have run contrary to the tradition in our party that America is the leader of the free world. Pence went on to say that many Republicans have embraced the language of isolationism and appeasement. While Pence is barely registering in 2024 polling, Trump is dominating with leads larger than 50 points in some polls. Meanwhile, Trump was warning that ongoing conflicts could end in a war of obliteration. "We are in very, very grave danger of having a WWIII," Trump said in a campaign speech in New Hampshire on Monday. Time equals 400 ms, greater than a Georgia attorney posting on social media as XM Factor put it in perspective. Another explanation, Mike, might be that the wrong person, i.e. Biden, the one you identified as projecting weakness on the world stage, is only in a position to do so because of what you did, or refused to do, a little over 2.5 years ago. In other words, it's not Trump. As president, Trump had prevented the kinds of foolishness we've since seen in Ukraine and now Israel. What has happened to America and the world, Mike, has far more to do with you. What we the people, and people around the world have had to endure for the last several years, happened because you in your then capacity as President of the Senate lacked the courage to send the contested state electoral vote counts back to the states for their revote and recertification. After all, there was no law against doing so until December 29, 2022. Otherwise, why would Congress have subsequently bothered with the Electoral Count Reform and Presidential Transition Improvement Act of 2022, which in relevant part was to clarify the VP's role in the certified electoral vote counting process? Every bad thing Biden has done to our country and to the world is a result of your cowardice. Every bad thing Biden has done to our country and to the world is a result of your capitulation to our enemies, foreign and domestic. Your actions on J6 were part of the true insurrection, which sadly appears to have succeeded. Your actions were the final nails in coffin on our republic, solidifying the bloodless coup on our country. Your actions on J6 are therefore either a direct or indirect cause of every single atrocity that the Biden regime has been able to inflict on our country and the world. How dare you even attempt to attribute even a part of the blame for anything in Israel on the man who likely would have continued to prevent such harm, had you only the courage to do your duty at the moment of truth? How dare you even present yourself as a potential leader for our country, when your actions have led to our country's collective ruin? You are not merely a Republican in name only, Rhino. Your actions as a Rhino sellout transformed our country into a republic in name only. You've turned our country into a Rhino republic.